Good evening, folks. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy Saturday, and welcome to Chord Dave Live. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the like button, and all the things. We'll talk about guitars and stuff. But for now, let's launch it. Glad to see so many of you here already early. Hitting the Hobgoblin today. It's a ruby beer that I'm quite fond of, so that's today's choice. So yeah, cool. Nice to see a lot of you. I hope you're all having a good week. Mine's been interesting. We've been having this storm over here in this part of the world where people's electricity and internet has been dropping out. So I think we're past the worst of it though. Shouldn't be a problem. So no worries. Yeah, nice to get through that relatively unscathed, back up and running. Everything's good, and yeah. Awesome. So let's get into it. Couple of bits and pieces of news. I didn't number these things properly, so I will forget them. First thing is, I do have a question of the stream, bringing it back after a couple of weeks off. And in relation to the Slash 4 Les Paul that came out last week and is currently being sold for around about $7 to $10 to $18,000 on Reverb. My question is specifically, if you were to choose Gibson's next limited edition release, what would it be and why? So think of things like if they were to do an Adam Jones limited edition, or I don't know, something cool, but they were going to sell it for like 3,000 and there's only going to be 200 of them made. What would you want it to be? Because I'd be in the market for whatever that is. So let me know your thoughts on that as we go through the day. And we've got some big news. This handsome young gentleman right here with the guitar in his hand is Scott Bogfoot, and he is holding the guitar he won right here on this live stream. So, you know, just from watching a YouTube channel, you can pick up a cool guitar. And Scott let me know that this arrived today. I just checked my emails before coming on the stream and saw that. So very cool. Scott, glad you got it. Hope you enjoy it so much. So let us know your thoughts initially. I know you said it's pretty cool, and I think it's amazing. It's genuinely one of my favorite guitars, and it cost less than €500. So how the hell is that even possible? Anyway, that's the big news. I'm going to take you off the screen for now, but we'll be seeing a lot of Scott this week because I got to pimp out that I gave away a guitar on the channel and stuff. So anyway, let's get into it, and keep your questions and everything coming along. By the way, I have a question. I have something that may be a tease later on for something I think is getting announced this week. But again, things have been unreliably not released as I was told they were going to be. So we'll see what happens. So Scott was the first one in the chat, as he usually is. So thanks, Scott. Nice to see you. Benny Larson, nice to see you. How are you? Marsha, of course, sharing the stream on Twitter. As always, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, thanks for joining us, as always. Yeah, it's our 20th stream. That's pretty cool, isn't it? 20 of these. I started doing the stream as a... I think, did I start doing the 4,000 subscriber thing? So it was like, I'll do a stream for 4,000. It was either 4,000 or 3,500, I think, hit the stream. So 20 weeks ago, was on about 4,000, I think. So yeah, very cool. I'm glad we made it this far. I did, of course, have 2 weeks off over the Christmas time. But yeah, it kind of feels like just a thing that happens now. So we'll keep it going as long as you guys keep turning up and as long as, you know, I have an internet connection on a Saturday. But yeah, Marcia says, because coming like 5 weeks in a row wasn't crazy. It's okay. I love the TCD brand of crazy. Good, because it ain't going anywhere. So yeah, it's definitely crazy. Hi Anne, nice to see you here. Thanks so much for joining us. And then of course more questions. Have we got a name yet? And Chord Dave's Pub is I think the overall group name. Individually, like what are the members or the people who come to the pub? I'm not so sure yet. I haven't put a post up on Facebook because I just haven't gone to Facebook. You will know that if you have sent me friend requests on Facebook, and I rarely get to respond to them. And I know some of you have, so I will eventually get to that, I promise. I just keep forgetting that they're there. So, Al Adolfson, nice to see you, Al. Thanks for joining us. You say, hey Dave, Trogley's got an SG for sale on his website. Prices about par. Damn it, I don't need to know about SGs for sale, Al. I'll just go buy them. Thanks for letting me know about that. That's very cool. I will check it out for sure. I was actually checking out his Reverb page today for something, and I saw he's trying to sell his Silver Sky SE for over €1,000. What the hell is that all about? That's expensive, right? Yeah, anyway. It's his time. He can sell his things whenever he wants. And hello to Todd Moore. Nice to see you, Todd. Always appreciate you being here. Marcia says, we do have a name. We decided on the TCD glory holes ages ago. Just keep make Dave repeat it out loud. He loves it. Going to be officially printed on the next TCD gear. Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I think I have some ideas for the next batch of gear. But it'll be a while, probably a couple of months at least before it changes from this stuff here, which gets your beard out of the way and you can see it. But it's very, very cool. Prices have been adjusted, by the way, and all the links are in the description actually working now. So if you are in the mood to pick up some 3 Chord Dave merch, the links work. I think though initially it takes you to this page for the stickers. Click apparel, you'll see the t-shirts and the sweaties, the hoodies. Wanted to say sweatshirts and hoodies, said sweaties. All right, it's gonna be one of those live streams. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, we have that. Glenn Bailey, nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. How about TCD's pub featuring the glory holes? It's really weird, the fascination with glory holes in this group. If that's what you guys want, you know, you get what you want around here. SB says, hello everyone, got my Fuller's bottle finally. It's been like 3 years since I had a pint of that brewery. Well, yeah, well, enjoy it indeed. I know my local Tesco seems to have lots of their honeydew one. So that was what I had last week as well. Definitely will be picking that up, I'd say. So yeah, very cool. Let me see. We've got lots of hellos. It's good to see you all interacting. That's very cool. Some cool guy called 3 Chord Dave commented as well. Like, nice to see him here. Yeah. Good stuff. Chai Pup, evening all. Nice to see you, Chai. How are you? And Grandpa Joe is here as well, all the way from New York City. Glad to see you, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Scott says, 3 Chord Dave pub glory sounds legit. Haven't been in a pub since 2001. So you haven't been in a pub long enough for somebody to be legal drinking age in the US. That's interesting. It's telling quite a lot. I haven't been in one in quite a while, actually. It is approaching 2 years. It was just after I started the channel. I went to buy the camera that I'm looking at occasionally here. I was in New York. I was buying some professional camera equipment, and I bought this one as well. And I went to a pub for my dinner that night that I bought the cameras. Last time I was in a pub. Because, you know, there was a thing going on. All the pubs in Ireland shut down. That's when you know something serious is happening. All the pubs in Ireland shut down. Robert Gallagher, nice to see you. Great surname. The great Rory behind me here. That you share it with, of course. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining us. Let me see. Hold on to your hats and guitars from Marcia. Absolutely. You just had the squall storm in New York City. Yeah, I heard you guys had a storm too. We should compare notes. Who had the bigger storm? Honestly, where I am, it wasn't that much of an impact. The water supply went out this morning. It was gone most of the day. And the electricity was out over town a little bit for some people. It was all the way from yesterday to today, and it came back late this afternoon. But it seems to be all back up and running for everybody now. So all good, thankfully. Jeff Squires is here from sunny Kirkland, land of paradise and guitar players. Jeff, do you happen to work for a tourist board for Kirkland? Is that, if you don't, you should. Glad to have you, Jeff, as always. Thank you so much for joining us. Grandpa Joe, Dave, in case you did not know, Colin from the Guitarist's channel gave you a very nice plug from his Friday video. I did see that, Joe. Yeah, that was super cool. I was grinning from ear to ear watching. I always watch Colin's videos on a Friday afternoon because I don't work Fridays at the moment. So I spend a lot of time online anyway doing general catch up on paying bills and all that sort of crack. And yeah, caught his video about the Joan Jett Olympic. Really enjoyed it. That thing sounds a lot better than I thought it was going to sound. But yeah, it was nice when he gave me that shout out. So if you're here because you watch the Guitaristas, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. And yeah, Colin is honestly, I think, one of the best guitar YouTubers out there. I really love that channel. If you're not subscribed, definitely check it out. And think about subscribing to their off YouTube one, the VHX thing, where it's a subscription service, but it's fairly reasonable and they do some good stuff. Those guys are killer. Going to make some great videos over the years. Going to try and get them on the channel at some point soon as well, when I have time to sort that stuff out. I never have time for anything, so we will see when that happens. Al is still here in Brazil, 30 miles north, Petropolis. Had 10 inches of rain in a couple of hours. Major mudslide. Ow, well, I hope you're all good and safe, Al. Appreciate you joining us if that's what's been going on. But that's a lot of rain in just a couple of hours. I have seen rainfall that heavy on my travels before, but nothing. I mean, not quite so bad, but you definitely have been around heavy rainfall. But stay safe. Hope you're well. Glenn, you say Billy Gibbons Pearly Gates. I would be interested in that for Gibson's limited edition release. That'd be a pretty cool one. Yeah, actually, something Billy Gibbons related would be sweet. If some of my contacts could let me know, give me a nudge, because I believe YouTubers actually got some of those /4 guitars. If you could put me on that list. I'm never going to get anything out of Gibson. Let me just tell you that right now. I was told by a contact that I'm not universally loved at the Gibson /Epiphone towers. They are aware of who I am, and they do not love me. So it's fine. I'll get them back. It's all good. I mean, I might not get them back, but it's still all good. We'll deal with it. But yeah, so it's nice they know me, but they're not happy with me for many reasons. Let me see. The thing has slowed down on me. Where are we? So we Bill Gibbons, yeah. I'd make a Leslie West signature flying V with the dog ear P90 on the bridge and a PAF in the neck, because he was very skilled and a cool guy. That's an interesting one, SB. Yeah, that sounds very cool. Pretty much the best of both worlds there with a dog ear P90 and a PAF. Very cool choices there, absolutely. And as you know, I'm very much a convert to the Flying V nowadays. So yeah, I can't argue with that whatsoever. Chris from Coburg. I don't know how to pronounce things, but good to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. Scott's going to post about the SG, which is great. Looking forward to it so much. Honestly, the guitar we gave away, so the guitar Scott has, check it out on the Facebook page, because I presume you're going to post about it, Scott. Pictures and things like you have your other guitars. There's no hurry whenever you do get around to it. But I genuinely believe it's one of the best guitars released by any company over the last 5 years. It's just a special one. I don't know what it is about it, but for me, at least my version of it, the one I got, is phenomenal, and I will never part with it unless, I don't know, I just can't see myself ever parting with it. I don't know what it would take, but it's a great guitar. I'm sure you're going to love it for many a year, Scott. And guys, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Super glad, and that's why I wanted to give that guitar away first, because as my first giveaway guitar, because I know that it's awesome. You're going to love it. And let's see where we are. Chai Pup, which one is the Bogfoot? They both look fine to me. I believe, let me see. Where did I put it? It's behind this. So there, it's the guy holding the guitar who looks like he's just held up at the joint. But that's kind of what we all look like in stores and places nowadays, right? Although I think that's ending here now. I think there's no need to cover your face for security reasons anymore. But yeah, well, not here. They're taking it away, I think, Monday. I'm not sure. But yeah, there he is with his guitar. So it's a genuine giveaway. He's all the way over in Canada land, and he got his guitar. Very happy with that. Let me see. Let's bring that back up. There we go. So Shred, some nice licks in good health. Scott, cheers to you. That comes from SB. Yeah, absolutely. And lots of people wishing Scott all the best with the guitar, which is cool to see. Glad we have a community that is nice and, friendly towards others. Let's see. Al says, I don't care. Prefer the PRS Fiore SE. I honestly think that they're just Strats. I could be wrong. I mean, I know other people on YouTube are saying they're not, but yeah, it wouldn't be my first port of call in the Strat world, actually. So there you go. But I agree with you. I don't think there's anything all that great about them. Badfink 2, nice to see you again. Fellow Wombat, is that what we're going with? Rock and roll to you. Greetings and rock and roll to all you wombats. Nice to see you, Badfink. Thanks for joining us. SB says, hi Todd. Well, and Todd is happy to see Badfink, because why wouldn't you be? The SG belongs to all of us. Logistically, it's easier to keep it at my place for now, says Scott. Absolutely. You hang on to it, and anyone who just happens to be in the area, which is in somewhere in Canada, Scott might let you play it at some point. Jeff Squires says, and Leslie West, Les Paul Jr. would be nice. That would be pretty cool. Give us some any special colors or any kind of special modifications you'd make to it if you were controlling the release. Les Paul Jr.'s special release would be cool. Of course, this conversation is all fueled by this. Saw this on Sunday after we did the live stream last week, and I said to you guys, I guarantee you someone's going to have one for 10 grand up this week. Boom, it happened the next day. I was like, seriously, you didn't even give me 24 hours. So I was like, well, let's see what other people would do, because I did try to buy one of those guitars, and I'll be honest with you, I was going to turn around and sell it after a few months. I wasn't going to just get it and sell it straight away. I think they're cool and everything, but I'll be honest, it probably would have funded a better Les Paul purchase, like a custom shop or something. So that's why I would have done that. And yes, I don't even feel bad about it. But then again, I have reservations because, quality control. That's all I'm going to say. And I know my friend Muddy H2O is going to back me up on that. Quality control from Gibson at the higher price ranges is sometimes not the best. So who knows? Even if I had sold my guitar, I would have probably priced it at double what it came in for. That was what I was thinking. But there you go. Anyway, let's just talk about this. So Muddy H2O is here. Nice to see you, of course. It's okay. I know you don't want to be my friend. It's too late, Muddy. We are already friends. So thank you. Thank you for being my friend. And thanks for sharing your pictures with us of your guitar. No, it was genuinely a guitar. So yeah, good to see that. Interesting what happened. Yeah, a couple of things not right with that video you picked up. And if you want to know what we're talking about, head over to the Facebook group, facebook.com/3Chord Dave. It's in the description below. You'll have to check it out. But yeah, lots of people joined up over there, and we're talking guitars and stuff. Some posts actually made this week. I think I made one, did I? Jesus, that's rare. But we're all over there. I'm always in the comments and stuff. I see all the comments and posts that are made there. I don't always comment on them because I'm busy doing stuff. Robert, nice to see you from your Sunday morning in Adelaide, I think. And I know every week I say, I think. But nice of you to join us. Thank you. You'd have a signature guitar, Jimmy Page, because he's my all-time legend, and Alex Lifeson because he's also an all-time legend. Both Les Pauls, of course. Yeah, absolutely. A Jimmy Page one would be very cool. A limited edition, I don't know, like they did in the 90s, I think it was. They did that with the weird controls. They did a couple hundred of those, and they were 3,000. Oh yeah, man, I'd be all day. I wouldn't even sleep. I'd just be refreshing the page for like a day and a half before it was released. That would be awesome. For sure. You should all want a Jimmy Page Les Paul at some point. Good stuff. Scott says, Dave, I posted a pic of my 56 Les Paul standard P90 earlier this week, hoping that the P90s of the SG is just as good as those ones. I think the P90s on this one are awesome. I think I said to you before, maybe just check the switch for wiring, but if you, I think you had it set up, so they probably checked that for you already. But yeah, they sound killer on my one, so hopefully it will sound as good to you. Batfink says, what's a glory hole? No one told me. I don't know. People just, I think that's Marsha keeps bringing them up. I don't know what they are either. So moving on. Sweeties, leave the Scottish out of it. Did I? I mean, Scottish are cool. Scottish are all good. I don't know. To be clear, I do not believe glory holes are real. Me neither, Todd. I don't know. I do not know what they are. Just in case anyone I know is watching this stream. Parents, friends, co-workers, that kind of thing. Heard it's nice in Toronto, says Jeff to Batfink. And maybe it is. Let's see. It wasn't until the fuzz interrupted. Oops, that's for another chat. There's always something interesting going on with Batfink. Let's see. Batfink, I've not been in a pub since I last played in one. My last gig, no one was listening. Yeah, I've seen that happen at gigs. 2015. Oh, wow. That is a while ago. Todd is asking, Batfink, are you cheating on us with another live stream group? Oh my god. The only other live stream I think that's happening now is Marty Schwartz does one on a Saturday now at this time. It's a new thing. He's only started doing it the last 3-4 weeks, I think. But I think let me try to muscle in on my time. You know, he's got like what, 3 million subscribers, and I've got 5,000. It's not a fair fight. So if all of those 2 million people could come watch my channel, that'd be cool. Trogley got that PRS SE for free from PRS. The dude is selling at a markup. His D-wordness grows more and more all of the time. That was a kind of a dick move. Selling something you got for free is a dick move. Especially as it's promotional, that they give it to you for, and you make a lot of money off your ads and so on. You guys be the judge, but yeah, I agree with you, Muddy. That is definitely a weird one. I wouldn't do it. I would run a contest and give it away to one of you guys. Next giveaway, by the way, 15,000 subscribers. It has to be 15,000 subscribers, guys, because we are going to give something away a little bit pricier probably than the Epiphone. The Epiphone, as I said, is a flippin' wonderful guitar, but I'm aiming to give away a Gibson this time. So it's going to need a little bit of time. So 15,000. So if you're interested in winning a Gibson SG or maybe a Gibson Les Paul, tell everyone to subscribe to the channel. It's that simple. Tell everyone to watch the channel. Force it upon them. If you work in an office space, go around, log into YouTube on different accounts on every computer. Just kidding. Just kidding. But you can if you want. Let me see. Hey, it's 10 p.m. there, Dave. Shouldn't you be in a pub by now? Well, you know, I got this right here. So, yeah, I don't know. I think to be honest with you, I haven't been in a pub in Ireland, in about 3 years. And yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be in one again. Probably will be a while. Just you know, get the live streams. That's happening on a Saturday. Friday nights, I have to work early. Saturday mornings usually, so it's just not good for me. So I should be, but I probably can't fit it into my schedule. We'll see. Sundays maybe, but then I have to work Monday, so I'm gonna have to get my schedule sorted out. In work, I am possibly discussing moving to a new company with a new company. We'll see how that pans out over the next couple of weeks. Leaving the evil corporation for a slightly less evil corporation perhaps is on the cards. I'll probably find out about that in the next 3 or 4 days. Are you sure it wasn't a church for a gig you're playing? I'm pretty sure you're playing some rock and roll in a church. They'd be listening. I mean, just to be like, what the hell is this guy doing here? Robert is strumming his Strat as he listens. I hope that's not a euphemism. And I hope you enjoy your Strat. Sounds very cool. Crazy windy here in Front Royal, Virginia. That's Glenn Bailey. Yeah, it was crazy windy here yesterday. And it's just really crazy. It sounded really bad. But hey, we never really get super wild weather here in Ireland. Like we don't get tornadoes or hurricanes or any of that stuff, so you can't complain too much. But yeah, it sounded pretty bad outside. So I didn't go outside. That's my rule. If it's super windy, stay inside. Because I'm all kinds of smart. So Todd Moore says to Money H2O, let's start the Trogley hate group. I couldn't agree more. I'll do a video about it. No, I won't, because YouTube and everything. I should get him on the show. I did try to get him on the show once, but I should get him on and be like, so you sell stuff you get for free. What the F is that about? Although I've aimed higher, I am trying to get somebody quite famous on the show in the next few weeks. Although I have a feeling their team's going to be like, no. But I have reached out. I'm trying to do it. He's low down on the list of people, Trogley, people that I would want to get on. Really, that's new. PRS got a lot of hype always, and maybe he's a D. Who knows? Yep. Somebody was in a strip joint. I think I don't know what that is. A strip joint. Never heard of it. Strip loin steak. Maybe. The only guitar guy I cannot stand is that knob Terranberry. God, he's annoying as hell. Don't clip that, what I just said. But I do not watch his channel, so I kind of agree with you. Chris has all snow here. That's in Canada. I mean, that's kind of what I think of when I think of Canada is snow. So it's from personal experience. Every day I was in Canada, it snowed. And it was great. I loved my time in Canada. But just snow makes me think of that all the time. It makes me think of Canada, for example. Joy says the latest Slash guitar was about $400 more than the standard range, and the new George Harrison was custom shop prices. Scalpers need only to apply. That's true. That's true. It really is. I mean, the whole question of the limited edition release, they're scalpers guitars, essentially. I don't know who buys them either, like from the scalpers. But, if I could buy a guitar and sell it to buy a better guitar, I would do it. I'm sorry. I know there's people out there that would disagree with me, but I would do it. I wouldn't sell something I got for free, but I would kind of scalp one because I'm a low life. There you go. I'm not even going to correct myself. Okay. Scott says, if I could see a new signature Gibson, it'd have to be a Jack Black signature acoustic SG. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be something different. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Would I line up to buy that one? Probably. I mean, it's an SG. It's tugging at my heartstrings. I probably would. If you send me that address, that would be great. Oh, that's for Chai to Batfink. I think you guys are talking about that strip club. Let me see. Is that a thing in Ireland? My brother and sister went to Ireland a bunch of years ago. There was no heat, electric, hot water, no shovel in sight, let alone a plough. Might have been Dublin. I mean, heat, electric, and hot water we have those. So I don't know where they went, but yeah, I don't know. Sounds like they stayed in a place that was a scammy place that lured in tourists and then didn't deliver something. No shovel in sight, let alone a plough. You can see ploughs all over the countryside. So yeah, if you're in Dublin, it's kind of like every other European city, except there's a lot more pubs and Guinness signs and leprechauns. There's a leprechaun museum. It's actually kind of fun. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I pretended I was American when I went there. I was with an American, so. Let me see. SB, somebody I chose says, yeah, at the beginning of his review, he says PRS sent it to him. Curious what they think about him flipping it for more than the MSRP. He does say that he's selling it with an upgraded case, and maybe that's explaining the price away. I don't care. Selling it either way, if you got it for free, dick move. Yeah, so anyway, anyway. let's just get that let's just get that, what you call it, topic off the stream for the moment, because I don't want to upset one of the biggest YouTube guitar people until I overtake him, that is, of course. And then the smackdown shall be layeth on the Trogly's Guitar Show, but we've got a ways to go. Don't be negative, Dave. Maybe you get something from Gibson. A lawsuit counts. SP, you are so right. Apparently, how they know about me is I released information they did not want the public to know, and before they were willing to let the public know about it. I don't know what that was, but I presume it was the pricing for the Slash Epiphones last year. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. And I think that was worth pissing off Gibson for. So, I mean, you tell me. Yeah, but either way, it's nice they know me. Wow, super chat from Muddy H2O with $5. Thank you so much. You are too kind to the person who runs this channel. $5 super chat. I hope you sell it on Reverb for $50. I'm going to sell it for $55 because, commission and everything. Yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And as I said, you're too kind. You are too kind. But thank you. Badfing says it's actually some brand name pub, Fergan or something, but it was full of 20-year-olds. Meanwhile, we were in our early 50s. Yeah, 20-year-olds are the worst, right? I say as I approached my 40s. Matt Von Bosch, nice to see you. How are you? My choice of limited edition release would be some sort of 50s Les Paul in black with P90s. Such classy guitars. I do like 50s Les Pauls with P90s. I'm not a huge black guitar fan. Watch me go and buy some black guitars. But yeah, black and white is not my favorite colors. But I will say this year I am very much expecting some special edition Les Pauls at some point. 52 reissues should be a thing they do. If they don't, they're completely missing everything about what they should be doing this year. So I hope to see something like that. Obviously, gold tops will be what they do there, but yeah, if they did a black one, it'd be cool as well. I'd be snapping one of those up as there's a 52 reissue this year, because I just think they're great. So iconic. I mean, it's where it all started. Let me see. It's pronounced Coburg. Okay, Coburg. Good to know, Chris. I will forget that and ask next week. But thanks. I do appreciate it. Let's have a look. Jay Martin, nice to see you. How are you? Guitarista's review of the Riviera helped convince me to order one. It finally arrived last week after nearly a 3-month wait. Wow. It is a fantastic guitar. Yeah. One thing I can say, if you watch the Guitarista's review of any guitar, you kind of know all the way. They do a really great job. Colin over there, he's a good dude, makes some really good content. And I know I've seen some of you guys in the chat over there as well, or in the comments section. So I know you guys are loving their content, and they're really cool. I love them. I love their videos. I make time because they're longer videos. They're like 40 minutes or 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but they're well worth watching and just sticking with. If you have the time. Very cool stuff. As I said, one of my favorite YouTube channels. Overtaken Casino Guitars for me because, they showed my thumbnail when they were talking about things, and I was like, hey, I don't like that. Anyways, it's all good. SB says, well, he has to make profit. It's not unexpected, really. He cashes in with a lot of high buck Gibsons. Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you, Trogly's Guitar Show makes somewhere in the region of 3. Hang on, let me just have a quick look here. I'll tell you exactly how much he's making on YouTube with a rough estimate, based on my monetization on YouTube. It's not huge money, but let's see, if we just look at his PRS SE, 51,000 views he got on that video. 51,000 views So he made about 400 euros on that, $400 on that video, um, roughly. Now he might be on a higher rate than I am, but going with my rate, he made about 400, maybe 500 um, on that video. So is that not enough? You got a free guitar as well, but to sell it on, and he's doing that on a daily basis, and he's selling the guitars. Surely the free one shouldn't be sold. But anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. So, Matt Von Bosch, a reissue of the Chris Cornell 335, outrageously good guitars. Absolutely, that would be awesome. I love those guitars. I love Chris Cornell. So yeah, that would be a cool one, Matt. I'll definitely pick one of those up. Phil Sakura, how are you? Nice to see you. So often returning to the chat. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Badfing says, I will try wear a mask. I try not wear a mask except in medical buildings. For my local music shop are good with no mask. No, or long. Sorry, words. God bless Long and McQuaid. I've had one dealing with Long and McQuaid relatively recently, and yeah, they were nice people. Appreciated their service. I think masks are gone now. I think the thing here is that they're not required anymore. I need to look into that a little bit more. But I heard somebody say it today that they're not required. I'm not sure what's going on there. SB says, by the way, good news. I got a Beater 08 Cali Squire Strat. First time I try a D-shaped neck and I love it. I'm going to upgrade to American wiring and road-worn hardware. The body is nicely worn. Very cool. Congratulations on your new Strat. Yeah, it's like, listen, I know I've said I'm not a big Strat person. I think what it will take to change that is the right Strat to come along. And I mean, it's pretty much the same with any guitar. The right SG comes along, you're going to fall in love with it. The right Les Paul, the right Telecaster, so forth. All of the brands and models. But yeah, I was looking at Telecaster yesterday, very nearly put it into my wish list. Nearly said wash list, but into my wish list. They are cool and they're iconic, so you gotta have one in your collection, I think, if you're gonna have a collection. Let's have a look. Yeah, Muddy backing up that. Yeah, he made money on the video as well. I mean, sell it by all means. Just seems strange to flip a free guitar you got directly from the company. Of course, he's free to do what he wants. Of course he is. Yeah, he can do what he wants. It's just not. It's not ethical. Well, I say nothing. But yeah, you know, it. But listen, it's one of those things. I think a lot of YouTubers do it. To be honest, but some of them don't advertise that they're selling so much. They just. I think what it is I think some YouTubers secretly have reverb pages and YouTube page or eBay pages that they don't announce are theirs, or they sell locally as well. But yeah, a lot of people do get rid of the stuff they get for free. Make some cash, you know. But hey, I don't get free nothing, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's not right. As soon as I get free stuff and I'm selling it, I won't do that, I promise. Quality control at Gibson is better than it's ever be. And Muddy H2O knows what he's talking about. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, check out the Facebook group. You'll find that out. Chai Pup, I bought a Slash Les Paul last year. Better QC than the Custom Shop 59 I replaced it with. Yeah, I remember you telling us about the Custom Shop. So yeah. That would be a concern of mine, to be honest. Yeah, sell a Slash standard or something equivalent to that, and then buy a custom shop, and it'd be disappointing. And Muddy H2O's example was quite disappointing this week as well. When I saw the truss rod on that, I was like, that's not, you're not going to be happy with that. Chai, what finish did you get? I love how the Anaconda burst looks. I think the only one of the Slash ones that I'm not super interested in is the Appetite one. Is it the Appetite one? Yeah, I think it's the Appetite one that just doesn't appeal to me. The one that's more basically a lemon burst. I don't know, it just doesn't look right to me. But I like all the others. Yes, Guitar Tech has a YouTube channel, The Wonderful World, according to Dave. Dave. Dave's stuff is Dave's YouTube channel I've been watching for years. Very cool. Very cool channel, Jeff. Yeah, I really like his stuff. Been, as I said, years and years I've been watching that. He used to work in the movie business as well, so another connection there. I didn't work with him or anything, just, all the best YouTubers worked on movie stuff at some point. Al says, "Hey Gibson," or "Hey Dave." Hey Dave, Gibson's dislike view emphasizes their lack of quality assessments. Well, I appreciate that, Al. Thank you so much. Probably go work for them now. Who knows? Uh, no, I think the thing was I got my hands on information and they didn't like that. Uh, and also I didn't ask them, hey, can I tell people this? Because they would have said no. I knew they would have said no. Money HO says on his guitar is Gibson quality control. Switch felt like ass. Bad front pickup lean. Strings touching the pickup. Yeah, that's the worst. Bridge post drilled in at an angle. Bad neck angle, methinks. And 4 threads already showing on the truss rod nut. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was shocked by the pictures, to be honest. Yeah, anyway, it was disappointing, but there you go. It's going back, I believe. So, I mean, it should do. SB says, and then amber bursts, as you could see the maple underneath, and it was lovely. Pickups are crap, though. There you go. Yeah, it's an issue if pickups are crap. There you go. The angled pots made me cringe, though. Let me see. Classy choice. Money H2O. Play authentically. Bad quality controlled instruments. Yeah, it's a thing. They need to get that under control. I know Gibson are severely understaffed. Like they're trying to get more people in. I think the problem is maybe they're trying to train them up too quickly and rushing through learning things. So yeah, and that's going to lead to quality issues because they don't have enough staff. They need more staff because their demand is way higher than they can handle. But they're still trying to keep the same numbers with the low staff. So it'll get better when they get people in and get them trained up. And I thoroughly believe, I don't care what job you're in, I think it takes you 6 months to get your feet under the table, so to speak, and get used to the company, get used to the style of doing things. Even if it's something you're used to doing, it's going to take you some time to adjust to your new surroundings. 6 months is what I would say. So, with that in mind, it's going to take Gibson, I think, about 30 years to get their quality control back under control. Who knows if it'll ever happen in our lifetimes? They should I mean, they are apparently monitoring online chat about their guitars and things. So hopefully it's on their list of things to do. We shall see. They apparently decided not to release any 2022 lineups, by the way. You may have noticed that. That's what I heard. I heard that they have stuff coming, some exciting stuff coming over the next few weeks. I'll show you some pictures in one picture in a couple moments, which I think has some hints as to what's coming. But and as you saw my video the other day, Epiphone have kind of just gone, you know what, 2022, we'll see you later. So I don't know what's happening there, but again, maybe some hints coming up in a little bit. Thanks for all the likes, by the way, guys. 20 likes, 37 people watching, so that's cool. I appreciate that. If you're watching and you can't comment anything, it's because you need to be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed and, like the video and chat to us. Tell us who you are. Excuse me. So Glenn says, Dave, do you own a PRS? I'm thinking about an SE Standard or an SE Custom 24. I do, Glenn. I own an SE 22 Custom 22, and it is one of the best guitars I have. My one is it a special edition? It is a special edition. It was a rare 2018 version that came out in a rare color. There was only 44 in my color made, so got really lucky picking that up. It's honestly a beautiful guitar. The necks on those things are sweet. Yeah, and actually at the moment, even ahead of the new V and the SG Special, it's the one I pick up the most at the moment and has been for best part of a year. I love it. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with PRS SE lineup. I think they're very, very good. And I'll definitely be adding more PRSs to my collection at some point. I really like the Zach Myers one. I might pick that up. And I don't know if I'll pick up a Silver Sky, but I'll definitely, I like their custom 24s and 22s. The Mira is a good one as well to check out if you're into kind of stuff. And the Santana as well. It's another cool one. Although my one has departed. So my Santana left during just the last week. Yeah, it found a new home. It wasn't for me, and and also I had just found the V, and the money went there, so it had to be moved on. But I did. Here's the difference in me and some other people. Let me just say this: I bought it for $5.99. It's a limited to 1,000 editions worldwide. I sold it for $5.99. So there you go. That's what I did with that. But that's a very cool guitar. I was actually sad to see it go. It just wasn't the right time. Had to be moved on, sadly. But someone else has it now and loves it. Muddy says, yeah, some folks telling me it's normal. I know they did it because of the neck angle, but for 10K, shouldn't they get the neck angle right? I mean, you would think for 10,000 bucks, they could get the neck angle correct. It's not that difficult, right? You know, they should just get everything right for that kind of price, I think. It's phenomenal that they don't. I think the people actually making the guitars at Gibson, I think they're under a lot of pressure, and they really shouldn't be if they're not working on a $10,000 instrument because it's hard-earned money. Wait, did you get Duncan's? I got a Gibson humbucker for my Dinky, and it was so disappointed. My Seymour Duncan 59 sounds amazing next to it. Seymour Duncans are great pickups, great pickups. That's why for my V, I'm buying some slash Seymour Duncans to throw in it. While I try and pick up some vintage Dirty Fingers from 1982, which it might take me a while to get those because they're difficult to actually source good ones. And the neck pickup on the V is actually really bad. It's disappointing to me. I don't know what it is. I think, it's a Gibson pickup, but it's not great. I don't know what it is. It's a modern-ish one by the looks of it. So maybe their modern pickups are not great. The other one, the bridge pickup, is actually phenomenal. And I still need to find out what it is. It's possible it's a Dirty Fingers because those guitars came with Dirty Fingers. So it is possible that it is the original. But so I'll just need to get the neck pickup. That might be a bit more achievable sooner. But I want to get the Seymour Duncans anyway, throw them in and see how it sounds. Joy, you picked up the Harley Benton with active pickups last week. Excellent value for £107. Yeah, that's cool. It's a very cool thing that they're doing. I think it's €117. So that's all in. That's great. I mean, at that price, I think you got to pay €15 shipping, or you could just spend another €83 on stuff to get free shipping. It's amazing. Why not buy more stuff? But yeah, they've got some cool stuff coming, Harley Benton. That's a very cool thing. Their development team is really on the ball. Like they're doing some cool stuff. They had that cool Telecaster release a couple of weeks ago as well. So I like it, and I'm like that you're mentioning it, that it's excellent value. So I presume that means you're enjoying it. It looks cool. So try, let us know for sure. Let me see now. Hey, Muddy H2O, Batfink, and anyone else I missed. Oh, Marshy, you missed loads of people. No, I'm just kidding. Feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. It triggers my fake OCD. Yeah, you check those pictures out. You'll definitely be triggered. So for sure. Come on, people, gotta share, make people watch. We can hit 15,000 fast if we all make an effort. For sure. I believe in you guys. I do. And to show my appreciation, I'll be giving away a guitar, a pretty cool one. And I think it worked pretty cool last time. It was good fun. There's a couple of things about the giveaway last time. There was 3 things that made me decide to do a 10-question quiz thing. One of them, I didn't want it to be someone who answered one question randomly. I didn't want it to be a random giveaway, just somebody who's like, it was their first time on the channel. And I didn't want it to be, somebody who, look, every subscriber is important. Okay. I mean, let's pretend I don't have favorites, but everyone who's here is my favorite. But the the thing is, yeah, I wanted it to be somebody who I was hoping it would be somebody I recognized from the channel who won it. So, someone who comes and comments on the videos or is in the live streams every week. So for me, it was like, no, let's do a thing. Let's make a kind of an event out of it. And that's why I did that. Because I did notice a lot of people creeping up, and like their only comments were, when's the guitar giveaway? What time are you giving the guitar giveaway? Like for a few weeks beforehand. So I didn't want it to be someone who was only here for the giveaway, because that's not what it's about. So anyway, when we hit 15,000, I'm sure we'll get more of that. There'll be more scams going on in the comment section. So make sure, if you ever see me asking you to contact me on WhatsApp or anything, I will not do that. So don't ever contact me on WhatsApp, because it's not me. But I'm flattered to be impersonated. But I really wish they wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, hopefully a cool guitar, 15,000. I've also toyed with the idea of giving away like a vintage guitar, depending on price range and everything. Now that might have to go to like 20 or 25,000 subscribers to do that, but something, not super expensive, but like old. So I will definitely think about trying to, or see if I can make that happen at some point. Hopefully this year. You never know. Todd says, I did not win the Epiphone / Les Paul last week. Unfortunately, I was going to sell it for over retail. Not really. I'm no troglodyte. That's a good word. I like it. Joy says, you should live stream from your local pub. That'd be fun. Just bring you guys for a pint someday. I might do that. See what goes. See how it goes. And my local pub is within walking distance, so I could just throw all the gear in a backpack and off I go. Troglodyte goes well with the glory hole. Can't do it, man. I can't do it. All right, guys, 11 o'clock. I am going to show you a picture of something that I think may hint to something coming from Gibson soon, and maybe an Epiphone. I'm not sure because the picture is not 100% clear, but that's in 7 minutes. Can we get 3 more likes to hit 30 likes? There we go. 3, as in 3 Chord Dave. Yeah, 3 likes before that. That'd be super cool. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, do that. I'll show you a picture of another guitar channel. Think you'll recognize. XMG12. I was going to give it away for charity. No, that's a lie. Listen, it's all good. I mean, giveaways are meant to give you stuff. So that's all I will say about that. Ernie B, nice to see you. How are you? Good evening, all. I'm a little late as usual, so forgive me if this is old news. But I was watching the new Guitaristas episode and was talking about the one and only Chord Dave. Yes, he was. Yes, we did mention that already, Ernie, but I will never tire of bringing it up. Yeah, as I said, one of my favorite guitar channels, probably my favorite guitar channel. Doing great work. So glad to be on good terms with those guys. Hopefully get them on the channel. Colin's the main guy, but there's a couple other people behind the scenes, I believe. But yeah, love the stuff there. Try to get Colin on, hopefully. And Colin, if you're out there, hit me up. Let's do it. Let's do an interview or something. Just talk about how much we love guitars, because that's all it's about. XMG, twanging my thin line. Again, I hope that's not a euphemism. but enjoy. Either way. Gets to interview Trogley. First question. Why suck a dick? Probably less likely to ask that question first. I think it might be like the 4th or 5th one I ask, but for sure. Badfing says, Dave, try get Todd Kearns from Flash's band since he watched your channel. Yeah, one of the people I am trying to get on is Todd. And I have super high aspirations to get Slash on at some point. It might not happen for a few years, but I'm already reaching out to his camp to try and get that happen. But Todd Kearns, I think, can happen maybe soon, because I know they're on tour at the minute, and you never know. You never know. Todd is he's a good dude. He likes doing stuff like that. So he's yeah. He said he subscribed to the channel. I doubt he is, but I actually think he's one of the coolest guys in rock. So it'd be cool to have him on, just talk about guitars. Very cool dude. Chai Pup says, I snapped my banjo string. Does that count? That's not appropriate for this channel, Chai Pup. But I do appreciate you sharing with us. We're all inclusive on this channel. Phil says, you've got me re-interested in that Epiphone SGU P90s. On the hunt for one. Man, honestly, they're great. They are super great. We hit 30 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that so much. You guys are the best. Very windy earlier, says Anne. Starting to calm down a little. There's a lot of wind going everywhere. So yeah, as long as everyone's safe, we're all good. Let me see. Glenn says, yeah, Trogley had it on his website as the vid ended. I was curious if it was up, and it was at a premium immediately. Yeah, well, now we know. Speaking of getting famous people, Todd Kearns actually answers his own FB page. I couldn't find his Twitter this week, and he himself replied, not his staff. Try him. You already paid for TCD promo. Yeah, I know he's a good dude. He's actually fairly reachable. I don't know why though, but I'm blocked from commenting on his Facebook page. I've never really commented on his page. Like, I don't remember ever commenting on it. I did reach out on his Facebook page at some point, but yeah, he apparently does all his own stuff. He's cool. I'm sure I can get him on at some point. Todd says, I'll throw out my vote for a limited release of a Randy Rhoads signature Les Paul in white. Call it the Blizzard. I have a feeling, Todd, that would be a very popular choice. Yeah, people would dig that. I would dig that. That'd be sweet. And Chai says, Jeff Beck, Oxblood, Les Paul. Very nice. A Bass 6 SG says, Brandon Smothers. Brandon, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool indeed. Glenn agrees with Todd. We all agree with Todd. He's one of the cool people. I like the suggestion. Rhoads white LP. Nice. Ernie B says, just for the record, a lot of YouTubers get free stuff like guitars as payment and sell it after. It is true. Yeah. Because honestly, I don't get a huge amount of them at the moment, but I do get offers for free stuff. And sometimes I'll say, okay, cool, I'm in Ireland. And they'll say, oh, we're not sending it to Ireland, so tough. And the other thing I get is scammers trying to say, hey, we're going to sponsor your channel for like $5,000. How does that sound? And you say, that sounds great. And they say, okay, just download this virus we're sending you. like, dude, I work in the tech industry. I know a virus when I see it. I'm not going to download anything. The life of a YouTuber. But yeah, people get free stuff, and I will eventually probably get free stuff too. All I'm really interested in is getting a ticket to the NAMM show. I was thinking about it, by the way. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go to the summer NAMM. I'm going to wait and go to the winter NAMM next year. I think that'll be my first NAMM show, so stick around for that. That'll be fun. Margie says, that time they went to Ireland, it was some crazy, unusual, rare storm. The entire city was shut down. Yeah, that happens. That might have been 2017 or so, maybe 2018, early 2018. Yeah, we don't get hit with snow very often. When we do, it goes badly. I have this theory that Irish people are terrible in extreme weather conditions, because I have been in extreme weather conditions and I'm no good. I've been in extremely warm, sunny places, and it's like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Where has air conditioning? Literally, from morning to night. Where's the air conditioning? That's where I want to go. So yeah, hence why I don't live in places like LA. But, and I mean, there's other reasons, like it's a shithole. But aside from that, there are parts of California that are nice, but LA is not my favorite town. But yes, yeah, that was, I think, if it was 2018, yeah, it was pretty bad. And yeah, so snow is bad. We don't do anything. If it gets above 20 degrees Celsius, Ireland's on the verge of shutdown. So it's just what happens. We all wear shorts, and we all just go around saying, "Jeez, it's hot, isn't it?" So that's all. Let's see. Where are we now? Where are we? So, Randy Rhodes Custom is a Norland era Les Paul, mid 70s, I believe. Jeff, yep. And as a recent purchaser of a Norland era Gibson, I say they're okay. Some of them. Brandon throws in, I should say, a Gibson EB6 bass. Yeah, that works too. I kind of got what you were doing. Let me see. Chai Pup says, I'll be in Dublin for a couple of weeks next month. Can't wait to get to the pubs. Awesome. That's very cool that you're going to be here. I don't live anywhere near Dublin. Otherwise, I'd come and hang out with you. But I don't know. Maybe drop me an email when you're popping over. The week you're coming over, I might be able to head up that way. See how it goes. But yeah, cool. Very cool. You're coming to Dublin. Dublin is a cool place. And everyone should visit it at some point. Let me see where we've got Gibson pisses off enough people with their quality control issues. You pissing them off balances things out a little bit. I agree. Don't panic, another Epi Bonamassa will be along shortly. That is true. I promised you at 11 o'clock I'd show you a picture and see. I think this is right. This is from Anderton's, and you can see the two guitars that I'm pointing to. Now, we've seen these guitars from Gibson recently, but we haven't seen them from Epiphone. And I just wonder, now I wasn't able to zoom in and see the pictures any clearer. I do think the SG is a Gibson. I do, but I don't know. There was a shot from another angle and it didn't quite look like one. It looked like it may say Epiphone on it. So I think one way or another we might be getting an SG release there, which would be cool. Maybe I missed it at some point from a Gibson side, but that's a cool looking one in Pelham blue. And of course that looks like a 58 Carina Flying V in the background there. Or it might just be they had one from the release last year. But it looks to me like they might be making videos about them soon. And if they're making videos about them, because this video is the Joe Strummer guitar came out the video came out yesterday. Danish Pete there, looking cool, playing his tunes. I would suggest that possibly they are hinting at what's coming soon. So keep an eye out. I've been told Gibson and Epiphone are releasing stuff over the next few weeks. So, but then again, I was told that loads of times and the stuff never came out. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments. That's a little tease, possible stuff that might be coming in the near future from them guys. But an Epiphone Bonamassa will surely make its way at the end of the year, Chai Pup. You are absolutely correct. Todd says, if it's Norland era, Trogley will snap a four of them. He loves those. He does. I think overall the general consensus is some of them were good and some of them were awful. So in the Norland area, they were all about cutting corners and prices and costs and stuff. So, that's where the QC issue started. But they, I can only comment on my V, which is a Norland era guitar. And I love it. It's great. It's got some flaws, obviously, but because it's a Gibson, it has flaws. And it's 40 years old, so it has some. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's my Norland knowledge. Hoi polloi, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Focus on your show and maybe don't talk shit about other YouTubers. ? Yeah, it's a good point. Absolutely. Thanks for that. Grandpa Joe, Dave, is there a possibility of doing a live stream with Colin as a guest? Just a thought. I'd have to probably look into that. Grandpa Joe, possible. All right, for sure. I think if we can get it sorted out, we will. Casino Guitars sent them an email and called twice last Thursday about the Gibbies I had for sale. Dude said Baxter was interested. He'd get right back to me. Still haven't heard from Baxter. There you go. Muddy H.O. Sounds Guitar. Let me see. Did you sell your guitars? Because I think they've gone off Reverb. Hopefully you did. Let me see. I'm sure Trogley gets paid at a higher rate. Who here can confirm it? There must be a YouTube pay scale somewhere online. It's hard to know because I think it depends on the content. But if you're getting more views, you tend to get more. But it's like just giving you an idea. What I was saying, 400 to 500 would be kind of the minimum he's making on that kind of video. So just a rough idea. But yeah, he could be making up to 1,000 or more on it easily. Let's see where we got. Scott says, I'm ugly. Please don't take my mask. I mean, that's why I grew a beard, Scott. You should grow a beard. But I'm sure that's not true. Let's see. J. Martin, my Epiphone wish would be a Lou Reed signature Riviera with the same burst and tremolo as his. That's a very interesting shout, Jay. Yeah, good stuff. Appreciate that. So anyway, let's have a look here. What else we've got? Any other ideas? Keep them coming. Guys, appreciate all of that. What have we got here? So Phil says, just did a quick check. Trogly's markup includes shipping and a hard case. So, okay. Well, yeah, it's still within the bounds of decent, then. It includes the shipping and the hard case that he's adding in. But, it's your guys' own opinions on that. I will still say selling something you get for free is a bit dodgy. And now I'll just go back to focusing on my own show. I just looked it up. That crazy storm that shut down Dublin was 2010. Sounds about the time they went to the UK. Well, 2010, yeah, could have snowed in 2010. I can't remember. Very possible. Oh, actually, yeah, it was 2010. I flew in from lovely, sunny, warm weather in Los Angeles to terrible, snowy weather in Ireland. I was like, I cannot cope with this crap. So yeah, that was fun. I slept for about 4 days and then snow was gone. All right, so let's see what we got. John Brad is here. Nice to see you, John. Just got my first Strat style guitar from Gallagher because I can't afford anything more expensive. That's cool. Gallagher guitars are getting better and the shipping boxes are 100 times better now. Very cool. All that matters is that you enjoy it and that you make the best of it. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter how much it costs. Batfing says, I like that Dave Gilmour Black Strat copy Harley Benton make. Harley Benton going to make a lot of copies of things soon, I think. But yeah, it's very cool. So yeah, Jeff agreed. Anything with Gilmour's name on it is a treat. Happy Gilmour. I don't care enough about Trogly to have much of an opinion about selling. I use him for info and I'm thankful for that. I personally think he could have one killer trade Tuesday with it. That's actually a good point. He could have started a good trade Tuesday. His trade Tuesdays were interesting, starting with pretty much nothing all the way up to a Les Paul Custom at some point. Those are interesting ones, yeah, for sure. I do watch his videos, by the way. I'm not hating on him. I do watch his videos, and I wouldn't say he's my favorite. As I said, guitarist is my favorite right now. I do like Casino guitars. Robert Baker, like him a lot. And Music is Win is always fun. I think makes some good videos. So lots of people I'd watched before him, but I don't hate him. So I don't want that to come across. And again, at some point I will try and get him on the channel again. We'll see. So also seems like Trogly is selling his US Silver Sky for $350 discount. He's a guitar dealer. All right, so maybe we were a bit harsh on Trogly on the old selling his Silver Sky SE that he got for free. But again, no harm meant at all. Let's see. Money Age, my next Gibson limited edition would have to be a 3-chord Dave Flying SG with a number 3 mailbox decal on it. The Flying SG is my favorite of all my signature guitars. But absolutely. And the number 3, I'd probably be the number 7, to be quite honest with you. It's a long story, but anyway. Sally Wacker says, waiting on the Epi Adam Jones, Cantrell, and maybe a new JJN. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's a follow-up to Gold Glory this year. Adam Jones and Jerry Cantrell's are supposed to be ready. They were supposed to be released by now, according to my sources. But I don't trust those sources no more, because they told me weeks ago that those guitars would be out and nothing has been released. So he said it'll be soon, I'd say soon. Although somebody told me the other day they think that Epiphone and Gibson are holding back a lot of stuff for the Summer NAMM actual show, because the idea for this Summer NAMM is to be like a super NAMM and for everything to be like better than ever. I don't think people are going to be too bothered though, because they don't do Summer NAMM usually as big a deal as in the winter. So anyway, hopefully soon we'll get to see those things. Al says to Glenn, I have two PRS guitars. SE 245 is great, better than my Epi Les Paul. My SE 2408 has a great neck. Jury's still out on the split pickups. The 2408s look cool. I do like them. I just bought a Blue Burst Glarry Strat. John, that sounds cool. Blue Burst. Got my vote of confidence for that. Vote of confidence. Thumbs up. That's what you get. You get a thumbs up for it. So yeah, good stuff. All right. Let's see now how we get on. Now I just need a Telecaster. John, absolutely finding the right Telecaster is the thing for you now. That's Choi is saying he's going to keep his Abraxas. Yeah, they're great guitars. They really are great guitars. Yeah, just had to let mine go. But there you go. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to comment on Trolley anymore, just because one person said, "Don't talk about other YouTubers." All right, I won't. I saw someone on eBay selling their Abraxas for 1,000, whilst PMT still have some for 549. Yeah, they're still out there. They're still in retail stores. I would say snap them up if you can, because they are great and they are limited. So eventually they'll probably have a really good resale value. But I think like people are finding out with the /4 Les Pauls, just because you think it's worth 10,000, or I honestly have seen a couple of them posted like 16, 18,000. Just because you want to post it for that doesn't mean people are going to buy it. So yeah, look, limited editions, super fans will always pick those up, but you gotta be realistic. It's not a super rare 59 or 60 Les Paul or something. People are selling them like that. SB says, agree with you 100%, man. I'm going to leave it at this point. Plus, I want to do the wiring for the Strats. So even if I'm mad about the Gibson pickup, it's better than the stock Jackson one. There you go. Scott Bogfoot says, I'd like to see a reissue of the V2/E2. I can't get behind that V2, man. I just can't. as you know, a recent convert to the Flying V, but the V2, man, they just look too weird for me. I don't know, there's something doesn't do it for me. Those triangular pickups and everything, or the chevron pickups, can't do it. So yeah, I don't know. James Severin, hey, there you go, Dave. Hey, James Severin. I'm late. Hey, it's cool. Everyone's allowed to be late every now and then. Jeff says, would love a Paul Kosov 50s Les Paul, neck break and all. I mean, I believe some people do receive Les Pauls with pre-broken necks. It's like a common thing. So you never know. Can easily be done with a sticker, kind of like the Ford guitar. Why didn't they paint that on? Limited edition is supposed to be special, not have a decal that isn't even under the clear coat. If they had, people would have given out about it. I mean, yeah, look, the Pete Townsend ones their deluxes, they come with the numbers already on, right? I think so. Any I've seen for sale have them on it. So yeah, they could have definitely done it, but yeah, not to be. And what about the Mike Ness ones? Did they come pre-installed with the stickers? I completely forget whether they were or not, but hey, there you go. I think they were. I think they were pre-installed. Anyway, where are we now? John says, certain YouTuber has too many guitars for it to be money out of his own pocket. No, to be honest with you, you can make a lot of money on YouTube when you've got 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. Your sponsorships are going to make you a lot of money. He buys and sells. He is a dealer. Could be making a lot of money that way. And yeah, if he's putting out a video every day, he's making thousands per week, just from YouTube. So I would estimate he's probably taking home about 10 to 15,000 just on AdSense from YouTube. Then plus his sponsorships and stuff. He's making enough money, I think, to do it. Plus, you never know. Maybe he is from rich folk background or something. I don't know. I do get envious though when I see his guitars and stuff. I do, that's for sure. Phil says, how about a signature SG model of the guitar Derek Trucks is currently playing? Well, yeah, I mean, they've done a few Derek Trucks signatures in the past, so maybe it's a prototype he's currently playing. I don't know. I haven't actually seen him with anything recently that I haven't recognized. So, yeah, for sure. That would be interesting, though. That'd be cool. He's a great guitar player. Chai Pup says, Peter Green LP with the incorrect wiring and pickup or whatever. Interesting choice. Al says, Instagram now has scams for $95 a Gretsch guitar with a Best Buy's banner. Beware. Yeah, the guitar world is full of scammers trying to sell. They're telling you where the clearance or whatever it is for like 50 or 100 or 150 euros. There's always a comment, is this for real? No, it's not. You're not getting a $3,000 guitar for 150. You don't be. That's never happening. Matt Churchill, hi from Clonakilty. Nice to see you all the way from down in Clonakilty. Good stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining us all the way. Let's have a look. Richard Clark, is this broken? Is what broken? I don't know. I don't think so. So let me know. Let me see. By the way, do we always talk? Why do we always talk about Trogley so much here? Yeah, I don't know. It comes up in the comments. I can't remember if I brought him up. If I did, apologize. We shouldn't. No more. Banned to talk about Trogley from now on. Glenn says, great show tonight. Well, thanks, Glenn. Appreciate it. Robert says, after months of thinking about it, yesterday got myself an Epi 1959 LP outfit. First impression, very good. Great value for money, and I'm a Gibson man. Any advice on a good multi-effects pedal? I don't really know. So, guys, Robert's asking. Multi-effects pedals. The 59, by the way, Robert, yeah, very cool guitar. For sure. Would consider picking one of those up myself at some point. Multi-effects pedals. I know there's a Boss one I've had my eye on for ages. And I was sent something today, which I didn't really get a good look at, but I believe is a good multi-effects thing. So I'll be looking at that during the week. I might talk about it on the show next week. So keep an eye out for that. I might have something for you then. And yeah, I mean, look, guys, let us know in the comments there what you think for Robert. Ryan Byrne says it would be cool to make a Bob Dylan Les Paul, also Robert Johnson acoustic, or maybe a Neil Young. Interesting. Yeah, those would all be. I mean, yeah, Dylan Les Paul would be interesting. I don't know what that would be, but yeah, it'd be cool. I've got a Monterey Strat for sale. If anyone's interested, I only would be interested if like somebody like a Jimmy had played it at a. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'd probably do something. By the way, that whole YouTube thing was nonsense. Like every guitar channel talking about that, I was just like, just sick of it. sick of it. Butterfly Effect says lol and then Microsoft. By the way, I have no affiliation to Microsoft whatsoever. Just in case anyone thinks I do, because I think I was asked that last week. Don't. Let's see, Richard. Some people who are here quite often are not always in the chat. Some of us find that we miss the speaker's points if we concentrate on the chat. Sometimes when it's really busy, it's almost too much. In terms of the chat, Richard, I mean, look, there's a lot of chat. That's why I'm always super far behind. So I don't know. It seems I'm not watching it on YouTube, so I don't know how it's going there. But if you guys want to tell me if the chat does go too fast, I'll see if I can try and fix it for next week so it goes a bit slower on the thing. I have, as I said, different controls on it here to go through. But let me know if that's something you want the chat to move slower. Let me know. I'll see what I can do. I don't know if it's possible. I'll try. So yeah, thanks for that, Richard. Appreciate it. Let's see. David Ruiz. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you. Sorry for being late. Not a worry at all. And yes, Rhodes Les Paul will be awesome. Cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people would dig that for sure. Andertons have a limited number of Epi Les Pauls with Gibson pickups. Basically, a Dirty Lemon version of the Bonamassa Lazarus. Cool. I might have to check that out. Although buying from Andertons means having to work out how much the customs is going to be, and it's just like have to do maths. I'm not very fond of doing that. So. But yeah, well, it might be interesting. RJ's Cave. I would release a 24 fret LP with Seymour Duncan's and a Floyd Rose under the Kramer name and test the response. That's an interesting answer to the question, to be honest with you. Yeah, good stuff. Be interested to see how that went down. Was watching a walkthrough of Nova Factory. Oh, I saw that. Who was it who did that on their channel? Was it Rhett Shull, maybe? Or was it Premier Guitar? I can't remember. Saw somebody. Rhett Shull always does the Nova. He's always talking about his Nova guitars, isn't he? And so the stressing of their guitars are initially done by guitar with a rock before dropping it into a freezer. Wow. All right. The average earnings per video of the Trogley's Guitar Show was around $54 to $154. Trogley's Guitar Show net worth $67,000. If that's based off Social Blade, it's wrong. Social Blade is completely wrong on my monetization, like way out. So I don't trust it on anyone else's. But I mean, if I was getting the numbers Trogley's getting, that's what I'd be getting, about 400 or 500 for 50 grand, 50,000 video. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, Social Blade is always wrong. So just depending on, unless butterfly effect, unless you are Trogley and you were giving me that information. Thanks for sharing. But yeah. So maybe he's not getting as good monetization as I am, because it does also depend on how your channel is set up, apparently. So maybe if you have better settings, you can make more money. Any more info on the fire at the Fender facility? I haven't heard anything more than there was a fire and nobody was injured. Presume though it's not good, and I believe they were working to extend the Acoustasonic production in that part of the factory. So who knows, maybe again more production delays and stuff. Apparently the good news is nobody was hurt. That's the main thing. Todd says, gotta bounce, guys, been a good time. Dave, thank you for doing this every week. TCD family, you guys and gals and others all rock. Absolutely, Todd, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. May actually have to end the stream early tonight, guys. Just have a couple of things I need to get done this evening before go. So I'll try and rock on another maybe 10 minutes and then try and end it up then. But yeah, thanks for popping by, Todd. Really appreciate it. Boy Glary's second tier guitars, not entry level, there are a lot better and come with Wilkinson parts. There you go. That's good news. Or I didn't know that myself. Pat Fink, I bet Gibson started that fire. They might have, having checked out what Fender are doing, which seems to be a lot more than what Gibson are doing this year so far. They might be jealous. Not that I want to start a rumor or nothing. If I chose Gibson's next limited edition, I would release a 24 fret LP with Seymour Duncan's. Yes, you have. I moved back up. But yeah, I appreciate it. That'd be cool to see that, actually, to be honest. Scott says, Dave, any Mesa boogie news? Nothing really. Well, not that I've heard, but I'm not really looking out for it. So Not to say there isn't or couldn't be very soon. I do think we're going to see rebranded Gibson amps and some Mesa Boogie stuff as well sometime this year. They might hold that back till NAMM, but you never know. Jeff says, still waiting for my custom shop telly. I believe it's just Mexico factory though, so I don't think it'll affect the custom shop. Let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, pretty much I think everyone's kind of hearing the same. It's not too bad, but could screw production. Yeah, absolutely. Dave, you're going to buy the perfect Strat for yourself. What would you buy? Rory Gallagher's Strat, probably. I don't know. Probably a HSS of some kind and something pretty cool. And I know I've dissed them in the past. Not dissed them, but says it wouldn't be my favorite. Would be one of the road worn Vintera series, maybe. I like those. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I'd have to look into it a little bit, but yeah, if I was buying a Fender Strat, it would probably be a Vintera series, or actually I like the JV ones that came out recently. A lot of the stuff they've done this year pretty cool. I don't know. So yeah, it would be I'd have to think about it, but I'd consider a road worn because I haven't got a road worn guitar or any kind of relic'd thing, and just have one in something in the collection. Because then I could respond to the comments on that video I did like 2 years ago. Like, I already own one. I know what I'm talking about. Such a YouTuber recently bought a new house with a gymnasium size room with a truck entrance. He's got plenty of money. He may do, possibly. He's not short of a few quid, that's for sure. Just checked that Anderton's video. The SG is definitely Gibson. Yeah, I think it is. And you're certain it is. So between the two of us, we're certain it is. Let me see. Even spoke of getting X-ray machines. I presume that was for that YouTuber. Butterfly Effects' lifetime earnings is 97 to 279. Again, I presume that's from Social Blade. Maybe it's right. Maybe it is. And all I can say on that is it's not right on mine by a long shot. So yeah, which I haven't looked at mine in a long time because I know it's wrong. So yeah, it very much heavily depends on your last video posted. Social Blade. If anyone doesn't know, socialblade.com, you can check out how much YouTubers are supposedly making. Before I was monetized, it was saying I was making 20 grand a year. Now that I'm monetized, it doesn't say anything like that. And last video did better than the one before it, but the one before it was saying made, I don't know. Well, actually, I haven't been on it, but essentially how it works is if you get 100 views, it says you make no money. If you make 1,000 views, it says you make $5 and so on. But it's not very accurate. I'll just say that it was off by about 60% the last time I checked it. So, and that my channel is very small. So, you know, my income from YouTube is very small. It's less than $200 most months. But that's just me. So anyway, let's have a look where we got. As I said, may have to end pretty soon on this thing here. I think we all just type very fast and probably do the same when we speak in real life. I don't know if Dave's controls can slow us down. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible. I'll look into it and see. It's an interesting thing to look into, actually. The Flying V is Gibson too. Well, there you go, Joy. I was trying to hope that they were both Epiphones, to be honest. Yeah, but those are both models. If they're let's say they're Gibsons, and you seem convinced, okay, that they're Gibsons. I was fairly certain that they were. So if they're Gibsons, but they've already been released, so why would they be in their video room? So then maybe they're shooting them out with Epiphones. I'm just hoping that both of those models come out with Epiphones. That's all it is, really. So let me see. Yeah, Money H did an acoustasonic part of the factory, exactly. And Badfink, it's the Valaton. That's that's the one I'm going to check out. As I didn't get a chance to check it out. I think I sent you back an email to say I didn't get a chance to check it out just before the show. But I will check it out probably tomorrow and see. And then we can talk about it maybe next week. But you said it was pretty cool. So there we go. Interesting someone asked about it. And Marcia asking, did everyone hit like on the stream? Because, yeah, that'd be cool. Ryan says, I thought the majority of guitars on that show were models he's procured or brokered for other people. He's also a dealer, so it's reasonable to have a fair bit of stock. Absolutely. Absolutely. Scott says, thanks for the show. Wish it could go on all night. Absolutely. It'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. But, you know, it's just one of those things. If it was all night long, I would just become a gibberish mess because, you know, get tired and stuff. I appreciate that though, Scott. I appreciate it so much. Chris has just cracked a brew. Well, that's cool. I barely touched mine, so let's launch it. RJ, sorry, Dave, deleted the repeated cop. No worry at all. Check out the Steve look at their signature from Music Man. Definitely worth checking out. Phil says, Dave, thanks for having your channel. Always good stuff as always. Have a great night. Thanks so much, Phil. Have a great night yourself. Take care. Glad to have you here as always. It's a guitar player's Swiss Army knife. That would be the signature from Music Man. Very cool. Music Man make great guitars. That'd be cool to have. There's just so much choice out there. So many things, you know, are on the bucket list of guitars. Music Man is up there, but it might be a while before I pick one up. So yeah, 100% on that one. SB says, gotta bounce. Lovely to hang with you as always and chat, Dave. Stay cool until next week. Peace. Absolutely. Good to see you, SB. Thanks for joining us. Absolutely. Steve Norvell, just received my Stage Right 5-watt amp, tube amp today. Blows my mind how good this amp is. Love the show. Keep rocking. Well, Steve, thanks so much for joining us and letting us know. Yeah, very cool stuff. Absolutely. With that 5-watt tube amp, those are very interesting because they're at a really affordable price. Must check one out at some point. But glad to hear that you're enjoying it. It's really cool. 200 is nice. It's not so bad. Some months it's 70, some months it's 80, some months it's 200. Yeah, so, you know, we keep rocking, popping out videos, and eventually we'll be all making as much money as Trogleys. Social Blade will never get it right, though. I don't even know how they get it, because, you know, unless people are giving them their monetization, every YouTube channel is different. Anyway, that's that. Marcia says, maybe a guitar's logo is a hologram that flips between Gibson and Epiphone. That's an interesting, maybe it is. Maybe it is. No, I think Chop Up is actually 100% that they are Gibsons. They do look like it. I was more hopeful than anything saying that they could be Epiphones. I just really want them to be Epiphone. I want that SG in an Epiphone. So there you go. Marja, Dave's almost caught up. Quick, keep talking. I said I do have to go. I do have to quit out early tonight, guys. Unfortunately, I do have a couple of things to do before. I call it a day, actually, but before 12 o'clock, which is 25 minutes. Marja, Benny says, Marja, that'd be cool. A Gibphone. Somehow that works. I wonder if you started a guitar company and called it a Gibphone, would they sue you? I mean, is it even a question? Anne says, goodbye, everyone. Nice to see you, Anne. Thank you so much for dropping by. See you next week. Take care. Andrew Gelston, thoughts on the Spark Amp? Big respect on how much effort you put into the channel. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. Spark Amp, to me, has looked very cool for a long time. I'd like to buy one and just mess around with it. But at the same time, every time I have genuinely had it in a cart and been ready to hit checkout several times over the last year or so, and just something stops me buying it. So I don't know. I think they're interesting. Modeling amps are fun to play around with, but you're never going to get the very best sound out of them. But I think if you buy one, check out some videos on how people are setting them up and see, you know, how to get tones you want to get out of them. But they're fun little things for sure. Can't gig with them, so don't expect to do that. But yeah, they're pretty fun. Pretty fun. John says we're not too fast. Absolutely. Dave, if you had only $350 or pounds or euros for a guitar, what would you buy? That's a good question. It depends. I would be probably looking at on Reverb for that kind of price. I think you'd pick up some deals. Something in the Squire range you could probably pick up. Let me see. I'm just looking at my contemporary Squire Telecaster. I think like at some point those are on special at $329. If you could pick one of those up, that would be excellent. Epiphone Muse SG, I think you can probably pick one of those up around $350, maybe on the secondhand market. So pick one of those up. The SG special is about $449, so that's probably a little bit out of that price range. Yeah, but that's what we paid. That's what kind of worked out with Scott's one, about $449 or so. But if you can pick one of those up on a deal, they're great. Yeah, I would check out the Squire 40th anniversaries if there's anything in that price range there. Yeah, the good thing is there's lots and lots of choice for really good guitars in this sub $500 market now. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, I would say look at Harley Benton, because on Thomann.com, because they are making some really great killer guitars. Their Les Paul versions are great. Their Telecasters are brilliant. I've got the cheapest one, and it's a beast for what it is. It plays great. It sounds great. I'm going to change the pickups eventually. They're sitting on my desk for ages, for months now, but I will get around to doing it. The thing costs €88, and the pickups, I think the pickups are 150 for Tex-Mex Fender pickups, which I'm going to throw into it. So that would be well within your 350 budget, and I think it's $30 shipping if you're in the US from Thomann. So anyway, that is my thoughts there. Talk about bands like Jimmy and the Sphincter Grizzle. The what now? Money Hey Joe, they'd sue you and your phone. They're probably trying to sue me already. I don't know. John Rand, first album you bought for guitar. Mine was Rod Stewart and the Faces as a nod. A nod as good is as good as a wink. You mean the first album I bought for the guitar playing specifically? It would have been probably a Rory Gallagher album. Probably Live Irish Tour 74. Because I'd already had a couple of his studio albums. It was like, this guy can play the little guitar thing. And then got blown away. It's one of the greatest live albums of all time, by the way. If you haven't listened to Irish Tour 74 by Rory Gallagher, do yourself a favor. Go listen to it. It's honestly, I'm not going to say life-changing, but it changes your life. So there you go. New Line 6 modeling amps promoted quite a bit and affordable, under 400 US. Yeah, I haven't checked those out yet. The Catalyst, is that right? Yeah, I got some promo information about those the other day, but they look pretty cool. They look fairly similar to some other amps from what I've seen so far, but yeah, the pricing's pretty good. Let's see. Marshall says the Line 6 has 50 or 60 watt model that may cost less. There's also a 100 and a 200. Interesting, yeah. Scott says my Line 6 Spider 5 240 watt 212 is major fun. I have no complaints. They do make some fun stuff, that's for sure. And I definitely want to check out these new Catalysts. So they look interesting. Let's see. I heard someone say he got the same model just a day before the Catalyst release and he had no regrets. Interesting. Nothing beats a plaid shirt and a worn Strat. That works. That works. Yeah, Rory does that. Yeah, cool. Badfink says, see ya, Anne, and see you, everyone. Time to go. Now Dave's ready to sign off. Cheers, folks, and Dave. Cheers, Badfink. Thanks so much for joining us. And listen, Chris, Marcia, Scott, Al, Grandpa Joe, Hoi polloi for calling me out. Marsha again. Andrew, Glenn, RJ, John, Anne, Butterfly Effect, Benny, everybody who's been here. Muddy H2O, of course. Haven't forgotten you. Todd Moore, SB. Let me see who else. I think I've got everyone, almost everyone. All the guys and girls who came for the chat today on the live stream. Thanks so much for joining me. As I said, just cutting out a bit early today. I've got a couple of things I need to do and just get done. So I need to drop off a bit early. But there's Marty McFly 82, just dropping in right by the end. Just played a gig at the local pub. We'll watch the video tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it, Marty. Thanks for popping in at the end of your gig. Hope it went well. I'm sure it did. Thanks so much. Just wrapping up, as you can tell. Muddy H2O, another super chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you a lot. And speaking of lawsuits, you may want to shave your beard into a different shape. Never. It's a V now. That's the end of it. Thanks so much, Muddy H2O, the greatest name on YouTube, by the way. I think I forgot to say that all today. Grandpa Joe, nice to see you. I'll see you next week. John Brad, same to you. Knew it was Rory after I asked the question. Absolutely. And Chris, best live stream ever. It's one of them. It's up there, top 5. Thanks so much, guys. Listen, take care of yourselves. I'll see you again next week. Hopefully videos out. Definitely one Monday, hopefully Tuesday and Thursday. And then we'll see what happens. But definitely here next Saturday, 10 p.m. Irish time. Take care. I'll see you then. All the best.